Mateko Musito and Tebogo Kuleni on the upside.
8 minutes before 3 p.m. Central African time, we continue with what caught your eye. Mateko Musito, what do you think? Is a coach just in talking about the dressing room politics and things that he's not happy with on a public platform? Is this not sabotaging or compromising the confidence of the player he is talking about when he brings it out so publicly?
Well, using this particular human being as an example, it sounds like he is emotionally immature.
He needs media training, nah?
In his media training or whatever, he's got whatever training he lacks. Clearly there's lack. I just feel like it sounds to me like we're talking about somebody who's emotionally immature, who lacks empathy, and who also doesn't know, the lines, doesn't know where to draw the lines between professionalism and things that are shared in confidentiality. And you don't need a document for every single thing. I think if you're a human being with a good head on your shoulders, there are certain conversations you would know automatically are confidential. Do I need to tell you? Like, if I shared something with you now off air, as a reasonable human being, and it was personal, you would know automatically not to share that information with the next person.
Of course.
Do I need to tell, okay, please, Tebogo, don't go and don't tell
There's no need for that.
Don't
There's no need for
tell
that. 'Cause
the management, don't tell.
No,
There's no need for that. You already know that was a vulnerable moment and it needs to be protected. So what kind of human being is this that doesn't know just the basics of how to conduct yourself on a public platform?
So my thing is also the fact that it's going to affect his confidence. Already his confidence is shot as Saleng. It's like having our management team, right? And they tell you, Mateko Musito, publicly, hey, and they're on a different platform, hey, Mateko, Tebogo and Mateko, they're horrible. Hey, What is this going to do to us when we come into the studio, sit down behind this microphone? My confidence will be shot to the ground. I wouldn't want to be here anymore if that's how they view the work that we do. So, I think he could have handled it a lot better. Kept dressing room politics to the dressing room. Didn't have to air it out publicly. And I hope that he finds a way to reconcile or talk to Saleng and say, listen, hey, I know you're going through a bit of a dry patch yourself. And there's no way that you can get out of it if I continue in this vein where I'm just calling you out in public like this. But anyway, what caught your eye?
Something that has been circulating quite a bit actually on social media around Burkina Faso criminalizing homosexuality with a very harsh new law that was already put up in Parliament, and it was unanimously approved. This amendment, as it were. So there's a family code that basically criminalizes homosexuality, imposing prison terms of 2 to 5 years and fines on offenders. The law, as we understand it, which Justice Minister Rodrigue Bayala describes as targeting bizarre behavior, as he calls it, took immediate effect after its passage. This was on Monday this week that this took place. And it sent shockwaves through many places and spaces because we are in modern day and, such laws are frowned upon in many places and spaces. But this decision, in my opinion, by Burkina Faso's parliament to criminalize homosexuality is deeply troubling. And it represents a significant step backwards, I think, for human rights overall and for individual freedom, not just in the Burkinabe, nation, as it were, but really for all African people. We're now like one country, one continent, borderless. So I think it really is terrible. And while government frames the law as defense of marriage and family values, I think just that just masking it behind the law is also I don't think it's progressive at all, and it diminishes democratic expression.
They're not the only ones, right? Uganda also do this.
Uganda is against it as well. Yes.
But my question is, does this apply to foreigners visiting, tourists visiting the country?
That's a good question. But I would imagine that if it's a law,
that means
you're a human
so even
being,
if you're a foreigner, you have to abide by those laws.
If you're in that nation, you've got to follow the house of the rules of the house. I would imagine, because it's signed into law.
When in Rome, do as the Romans. So
that's what they say.
Let us know what you think about this law passing or being passed in Burkina Faso, criminalizing homosexuality. So my thing is, how do they know? How do they find out? Like, what must be glaringly obvious that this is a homosexual and therefore we must now arrest this person? What do they look for?
What was the word that the minister used? Offensive behavior, bizarre behavior.
So if you walk in a flamboyant way,
bizarre behavior. We need a little booklet.
Yeah.
For them to describe what that is, because no two human beings are the same. No two masculine energies are the same. No two feminine energies are the same. So what is bizarre behavior?
What is bizarre behavior?
What is that?
And especially for men who are maybe metrosexual, who take care of themselves, they go get their nails done, and maybe
if they catch you in
what
a
does that mean?
Nail salon.
That means now you must go to jail.
I don't know, but that's actually a very critical question. How do we define bizarre behavior?
That's such a broad.
It's such a random thing to say. I mean, if we were to catch the Justice Minister Daso doing bizarre behavior, what would that look like? What does that look like? So here we are with critical questions, and I would imagine that there will be a lot of pushback from society around this. When we look at other regional leaders, so I don't know what the civil society movements are like there, but there is going to be pushback because, I mean, bizarre behavior. You need to define that.
You need to, because there are different departments in the police station, right? K9 unit, there's detectives and homicides and what. There's going to be an anti-homosexuality department now. That team must now go and identify.
We have bigger
problems. Many questions.
We have bigger problems.
Many questions. We must get maybe representatives from the Burkina Faso to let us in on exactly what bizarre behavior looks like, so that some people, because there are some people who maybe just walk in a very, they have a bizarre walk for them, and then that's a whole criminal offense. For them, it's like, no, I'm just walking. But no, that's a bizarre walk. What does that even mean? So we need to get some representatives to shed some light on what this actually means on the ground. It's 3 p.m. Central African time. Welcome to the final hour of The Upside. Let's get the latest news with Matapelo Mahape.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Deboho. Top stories this hour. Former Congo justice embezzles millions and Greece passes a law tightening penalties for rejected asylum seekers. Good afternoon. A former justice minister in the Democratic Republic of Congo was convicted of embezzling millions of dollars earmarked for a prison construction in the northern city of Kisangani and sentenced to 3 years of forced labor. Supporters of the former minister, Constance Mudamba, have been protesting against the 37-year-old politician's arrest. Last week, clashes between activists and police in Congo's capital, Kinshasa, forced the court to postpone the verdict. Congo's attorney general was authorized in May to prosecute Mudamba, who served as minister in 2024 and 2025 under President Felix Tshisekedi. Mudamba announced his resignation in June over the case while denying the accusations. And founder and chairperson of Public Interest SA, Deboho Kase, has called on government to put more legislation in place to protect whistleblowers. He was speaking during a 3-day summit to combat corruption and fraud at the University of Johannesburg. Kase says for the country to win the fight against corruption, it should create an environment where telling the truth is safe, encouraged and protected.
This means 3 things. First, reforming whistleblower laws to meet global standards. Secondly, creating independent bodies to investigate disclosures. Lastly, but not least important, providing real support, both financial and psychosocial, to whistleblowers. Protecting whistleblowers is protecting our democracy.
And South Africa's Deputy Minister of Basic Education, Regina Mhaule, says that the ongoing sexual violation of school learners remains a major concern. Mhaule was speaking at the National Teachers Union to elective conference underway at the Birchwood Conference Centre in Boksburg, Ekurhuleni. The three-day conference is looking into issues affecting teachers, learners and the education system at large. Mhaule says what is even more disturbing is what some learners are raped in what should be considered safe spaces for children.
If you are found having raped a child, your name gets stricken from the roll. You are no longer a teacher, and your name will be included in the sexual offence register. In many instances, when we allow investigation to happen, you find that the child was raped at home. Some teachers do rape. Some parents, biological parents, rape their children. Stepfathers rape their children.
And South Africa's Chief Justice Mandi Samaya has cautioned that the use of artificial intelligence in judicial processes must be balanced to avoid the undermining of the ethics and integrity of the profession. Maya was addressing delegates at the J20 Constitutional Court and Supreme Court Summit in Johannesburg, Sandton. She says that while AI can enhance efficiency, reduce crippling backlogs and lower the cost of legal services, its misuse can severely damage the profession. She gave the example of two cases where it was discovered that lawyers had used an AI application which cited non-existent judgments.
Fabricated citations undermine the credibility of counsel and the profession, breach the ethical duty of care owed to clients and the court, and threaten the integrity of our jurisprudence by polluting written submissions with fictitious authority. Needless to say, while AI tools can assist research, they are no substitute for independent legal reasoning and rigorous verification of resources. Lawyers who abdicate their professional responsibility to technology risk harming their clients and eroding the trust on which the legal system depends.
And Greece's parliament has today passed a law toughening penalties for rejected asylum seekers and speeding up returns to their home countries. This will harden the country's stance on migrants after a surge in arrivals at its southern borders this year. The Mediterranean nation was on the front line of the 2015-2016 migration crisis when more than 1 million people fleeing war and poverty in the Middle East and Africa across to Europe. The legislation marks a further toughening of migration under the conservative government of Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis. A recap of your top story. Former Congo Justice Minister Constance Mudamba, convicted of embezzling millions for prison construction and sentenced to forced labour, causing protest and postponement of a verdict due to clashes. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2711 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I am Matapela Mahape.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Well, this is us 6 minutes into 3 p.m. in Central African time. Thank you very much for tuning in to Channel Africa. If you are new to Channel Africa, we are international baby, okay? Broadcasting in 5 different languages. English, as you are hearing it now, that is the service we are providing to the continent. We've got the French desk, which is going to be coming through as well, Portuguese, Kiswahili, as well as Chinyanja. Okay, so catch all the shows at channelafrica.co.za if you'd like more information on our programming. Otherwise, speaking of current conversation and current programming on the upside, we are going to be talking about pain relief, methods of pain relief, but not in a sort of in a science or traditional medicine, as we know it, the medical doctor route. But we're looking at it from Chinese medicine, from the lens of Chinese medicine. Why are more people turning to alternative medicine like acupuncture for pain relief? Have you tried alternative medicine, Chinese medicine like acupuncture? Listen, that is the conversation. Neck stiffness, back pain, people that are doing, I heard of, there somewhere, joints are a big one. People with rheumatoid arthritis, dancers, athletes, people that really just are physical with their bodies suffer from a lot of back pain. So what is this rooted in? And are you considering traditional Chinese medicine practices to perhaps help you cure that? And also, what else is acupuncture good for? I'm a huge fan of that. Clearly, this gentleman that's sitting across from me,
nope,
it's a no from you.
Nope. I watched Final Destination.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched Final Destination, and there was an acupuncture scene there. Guy got paralyzed because you can. They can
put it in the wrong nerve.
In the nerve that paralyzes you. And then horrible things happened afterwards. So no, thank you. I'm not doing acupuncture, but I'm more than happy to learn more about it and understand it a bit better, see it from a different lens. But acupuncture.
Oh, I love it.
Paralyzing me.
I love. Listen, the thing is, okay, you mentioned that I've never heard of it paralyzing anyone. But everything is a risk. I mean, you could take, the normal medical route and still put yourself at risk.
Fair enough.
Nothing is guaranteed.
Fair enough. Maybe I'll get swayed this afternoon through our conversation.
Maybe you will get swayed. But also, just in defense of this practice, it has been tradition for hundreds of years, for centuries. So it is not something that started in 2014.
I watched Final Destination. I don't care how many years. I watch Final Destination and I don't trust. But anyway, no, I'm just joking. It is an alternative way to relieve pain, and especially back pain. You mentioned back pain, lower back pain. A lot of people suffer from lower back pain, and if it's not a chiropractor that you're going to, a lot of them end up going to an acupuncture, getting acupuncture, and they get relief from that pain. And so I can't wait to find out more about acupuncture. Like I said, maybe I'll get swayed and try it out myself in the near future. It's 10 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Welcome to the final hour of the
Darubini ya Afrika na I am Henry Shakif.
Dar es Salaam siku ya leo ni ya kijani.
Ya kabisa, Tanzania nzima macho ni hapa, na mkutano wa leo umeshika karibu 90% ya vyombo vyote vya habari. Niko hapa kusubiri kusikia ni kitu gani hasa ambacho CCM itakisema katika siku ya kwanza ya grand opening ya uzinduzi wa kampeni zake kitaifa.
Rais wa Tanzania Samia Suluhu Hassan ameidhinishwa kuwania kiti cha urais katika uchaguzi utakaofanyika Oktoba 29 mwaka huu na tume ya uchaguzi. Hili unalizungumzia vipi?
Ila kwanza lilitarajiwa, ni jambo liko wazi kwa sababu Rais Samia ndiye aliyepata idhini ya kuteuliwa na Chama cha Mapinduzi kupeperusha bendera ya chama.
Darubini ya Afrika 11 kamili hadi 12 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
The Upside, taking the African perspective to fresh levels.
I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it. I am so body, can you handle that? Maybe we can settle that. I know you're fiending for my bigger back, oh. All in your face, all in your face. I'm down to do what you really want to. Champagne with a little fun, yeah. Show me what you really want. Nobody do me as good as you. See my record, just like magic. Drive me loco, automatic, so electric. Roboto, oh, you give me such an essence, I can hack it. So spiritual, fresh out the package. Oh, I wrap like bandage on you. It's only you for me. You for me. You for me. Oh, I'm into you for me. Give it all to me. Can't nobody compare to you. Already you giving me what I wanna. Nobody fit to they can never ever. Caesar, call you my Caesar. I'm still a diva, but I'm a keeper. It's your ability for stability. It's how you keep me out in captivity. Oh, me like it. You know I'm for it. See my record, just like magic. Drive me loco, automatic, so electric. Roboto, oh, you give me such an essence, I can hack it. So spiritual, fresh out the package. Oh, I wrap like bandage on you. It's only you for me. You for me. You for me. Oh, I'm into you for me. Give it all to me. Can't nobody compare to you.
13 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time. Tiwa Savage there with You For Me. Welcome to the final hour of The Upside on Channel Africa, The African Perspective with Tebohole Kuleni and Matseko Mosito. We're coming to you live from the Auckland Park Studios in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's a hot Wednesday afternoon. How are you doing? Are you having a productive day? Let us know where you're streaming us from. +276 406 9126. Alternatively, you can check us out on our social media platforms at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok, where you can see our lovely studio and the presenters as well. Let's talk all things acupuncture. Perhaps you are as skeptical like I am. Maybe you have your own fears because you watch Final Destination and you've been left traumatized what acupuncture can do. But let's debunk some of those with someone who knows a thing or two about acupuncture.
Yes, acupuncture has become just pure medicine during this modern time. And when we talk about people just really turning to acupuncture, mostly for pain relief, but I would imagine there are other benefits to it. So neck stiffness, we mentioned sporting injuries, people that are dancing, people that suffer from rheumatoid arthritis and other forms of joint related, illnesses, immune diseases are said to help through acupuncture. So we're going to investigate all of that, okay? While its exact workings remain under much debate in modern medicine, acupuncture has been shown to ease pain and support overall well-being, making it a treatment that is possibly worth exploring if you haven't done so already. Acupuncture involves gentle insertion of very fine needles into specific points of the body to help restore balance and improve circulation. And it is rooted in traditional Chinese medicine, and it is practiced all over the world, including here on the African continent. And we've got an expert joining us on the line to tell us more. Dr. Jason Gaymans is a chiropractor and acupuncturist, and he's going to tell us more about how it all works. Welcome to the show, Doc. Thank you very much for the time.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. How does acupuncture actually differ from other traditional healing practices?
Acupuncture doesn't use, we don't throw bones, we don't invoke the spirits. It's not a spiritual It differs in that way. So we basically consider ourselves for physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's not so much concerning ourselves with spiritual well-being. And as you clearly said earlier, it's the use of acupuncture needles into specific acupuncture points to unblock the flow of qi, which is called life force energy. And the Chinese word for it is chi, and as to balance the yin and the yang meridians. So it's not an Eastern philosophy in a way that it's a religion, that it should be, people should be scared of it, because it's got nothing to do with woo-woo. It's actually based in science, and it has helped millions of people and continues to help millions of people.
Dr. Jason, debunk this myth for me. I mean, and I said it earlier during the intro that I've watched a few movies where the use of acupuncture maybe paralyze someone, and I'm always horrified to think that could be the reality. Could acupuncture really paralyze you, touch a nerve that could make you not move? Is that a real thing or not?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Acupuncture is actually a very safe modality. In this country, well, actually everywhere, to get acupuncture professionally done, you should be seeing somebody that is registered with the professional board as well as the council. In this case, it's the Allied Health Professions Council of South Africa. Members that have got proper education and have done the required training and the community service will then be registered with the Allied Health Professions Council. And the names will appear on the register online under AHPCSA. .co.za. You can actually see the people that are registered there. Those people are actually practicing safe acupuncture, and there's very few things that can go wrong in terms of injuring you. I've never heard of anyone being paralyzed. I certainly have never paralyzed anybody. So it's largely quite a safe profession.
Listen, I'm a huge fan. If it's done properly by a professional. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of acupuncture, and we are going to be exploring with Dr. Jason in just a moment some of the other health conditions. I mean, we mentioned pain as we introduced the conversation, but there are other conditions that acupuncture can help treat, and Dr. Jason Gaymans is joining us in his capacity as a chiropractor and acupuncturist. We'll be back after this.
This September, Channel Africa celebrates Heritage Month, a time to honor the stories, the rhythms, and the languages that make us who we are. Whether you're in Lagos or the shores of Zanzibar, to the mountains of Lesotho or the markets of Dakar, we are united in diversity.
Najivunia kuwa Mwafrika.
Kukondolera Afrika.
Proudly African and fabulous.
Let us preserve our languages. Let's embrace our uniqueness. Let's embrace our cultures and celebrate the beauty of our continent. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Whatever you want to hear about today's talk, you can get it on the upside.
Welcome back. We are in conversation with Dr. Jason Gaymans. He's a chiropractor and acupuncturist, and we really are talking about just, exploring some of the roots of this ancient Chinese traditional medicine practice. It is a medicine practice. It's not some woo-woo, okay? It actually does what it needs to do. So, Dr. Jason, let's talk about the benefits of acupuncture, and also what other ailments it treats, or what other health conditions does acupuncture help to treat besides what we mentioned around pain relief?
Okay, thank you for asking. Acupuncture has got very broad effects. It helps with very many conditions. There's obviously, we've covered pain, headaches, lower back pain, tennis elbow, colic, inducing labor. It helps with fertility and IVF, sprains and strains of the muscles, any temporomandibular joint disorders, arthritis, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, morning stiffness and colic, and post-operative pain. Basically, it covers a large arrangement of conditions. It's complementary medicine. So mainstream medicine is Western medicine, and we are complementary medicine. So we do complement the Western medicine. In our approach, we we will provide support to the Western medicine treatments as well.
Dr. Jason, when do I then go for an acupuncture treatment or session? When do I decide to do that as opposed to just go to a chiropractor or go to another mainstream method? How do I decide that acupuncture is the right method for me right now?
Okay, thank you for asking. It's a good question. The Chinese say that waiting for a disease to develop is like waiting for everyone to be thirsty before digging a well.
Sure.
So you don't need to first wait for yourself to get ill before you try to get yourself healthy. And the World Health Organization definition of health is that it's a complete social, physical, mental, and emotional well-being, not merely the absence of disease and disability. So the Chinese medicine and acupuncture is there to improve your well-being. So you do not need to wait for yourself to be ill. It balances your meridians and maintains your health as well. But there's no reason for you not to get acupuncture. There's no time. You should just go and get it as soon as you want to. Actually, it will help boost your immunity. It helps you with your health. So it can also fix any painful condition while it's developing. You do not need to wait for yourself to be in a crisis before you're going to see the doctor.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so if I'm listening, Doc, and I'm just enticed by what you're saying and perhaps interested, what can I actually expect from a first consultation? Especially if needles make me very nervous, I'm walking into your practice for the first time. What can I expect to happen when I come in for the first time for an acupuncture session?
Good question. When you walk in, you'll just meet the doctor. There's no need to be scared. The needles are actually very, very small needles. They are 0.25 millimeters in diameter. They can, in fact, insert themselves into a syringe of an injection. So if you're getting a vitamin B injection in the hospital, this needle can actually fit inside that syringe. So it's tiny. But that said, the doctor will first take a case history. We'll find out what your conditions are, a very in-depth case history. The proper Chinese acupuncture treatment will involve a person looking at your tongue to see what type of syndromes you're presenting with and taking your pulse on both arms. And then we can formulate which syndromes you're suffering with, and then we tailor-make a treatment for you specifically, how you are today. So the needles are not painful like you think. You will feel a bit of fullness. It's called dai chi, needle sensation. You are supposed to feel something, but actually the people that have had it a lot of times are looking forward to that feeling because they know that once you've had that, you're going to get the benefits.
Dr. Jason, are we able to move around during this session, or are we lying down, as still as possible when these needles are put on our bodies, and then lay still for the entire duration of the treatment?
Mostly people are lying down or sitting and they're getting the treatments. You can actually move around. You will just feel the pain. In certain points, it'll be more painful to move. So if we put the needle in the web of your hand here, if you put fingers, it will be a bit more painful. So you'll choose to sit still, but you could move around if you wanted to. Most people sit still for the acupuncture.
Okay, sounds safe enough. Although I am thinking, Doc, around who should avoid acupuncture treatment. I would imagine, pregnant women should avoid it. I would imagine people with some kind of, or that are on some kind of blood thinning medication perhaps should avoid it. So who is this not made for?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. Should people with medical emergencies should not be coming for acupuncture. They should be going to the hospital to get their medical emergency treated. People with severe skin disorders, like rashes and ulcers, we don't treat those as well. And people with bleeding disorders. So if you have hemophilia, we can get a needle. It will induce bleeding, and that will be. Also, if you're taking people who've had heart surgeries, they're having warfarin, a particular medication which helps thin the blood. Aspirin itself is actually okay. That doesn't make the blood too thin that you should avoid acupuncture. Also, people with immunosuppression, like if you with advanced HIV treatments, and obviously the frail and the elderly should maybe avoid it. It will be too much for them.
Dr. Jason, why is neck pain? I realize that neck pain is quite a common one that people go for acupuncture for. Why do you think we carry so much tension around that area?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. We're searching up against gravity. And we're using our forward, we've got this technique, and our posture has been affected with our current way of life, with looking at computers, etc. Neck pain, people sleep badly, they sleep with their neck on their stomach, so they fully rotated their necks. That will lead to strain, and neck pain is very common, and also acupuncture for neck pain is very, very effective. There's very specific points for neck pain and headaches. Acupuncture is incredibly effective for headaches and neck pain. Why do we have neck pain? I think gravity is a constant thing for us, and we're working up against it. And it's just one of those things. It's frequent. That's a lower back pain.
Right.
So basically, we'll always be in business because there's never going to be a shortage of patients.
Okay, Doc, let's talk about how, you are a professional in chiropractic work as well as acupuncture. How do the two meet?
That's a good question. Chiropractic itself is a combination of adjustments to the joints to restore the movement of the joints, and to release the muscles alongside the joints as well. So if the joints are being compressed by the muscles, you need to have the muscles released as well as the joints adjusted. So the combination of soft tissue work and acupuncture and dry needling, which is another thing we didn't discuss yet. There's a difference between dry needling and acupuncture. Okay. But basically, if you have the dry needling and the acupuncture to help relax the body and also treat anxiety, then the muscles will relax, the joints will have more ability to move. And when you're doing your treatments on the chiropractic adjustment, it will certainly help. Just getting messages. So acupuncture, sorry.
No worries. And Dr. Jason, just quickly before we wrap up our conversation, because we have run out of time, how can we book a session with you?
Okay, thank you. My website is ivegotyourback.co.za, and you could go online and book a session via the website. Thank you. Otherwise, you could contact me on my phone number if you needed it. It's 06092888815. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jason, and for sharing the information so generously. All the best. Hey?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Anything with the word holistic in it, you will find me there, because it's never an each soul separately. If there's a problem with the heart, for example, it affects the lungs, it affects the parasitic nervous system, it affects other functions of the body. So if I'm going to go in for neck pain, but it can solve other problems that I don't have, listen, I'm there. I'm in the front row of that situation. You best believe. Listen,
I'm considering this.
Yes,
I am considering
it, my friend,
because he did say that very little risk involved, and these fears that I had earlier on watching those horror movies, non-existent. He debunked them. So I might just book a session and shoot it and post it on Channel Africa's social media platform. It's 30 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the final sports with Musibudi Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you so much, Tebogo. Very good afternoon from the sports desk. In cricket news, opening batter Laura Wolfart will lead a settled South African 15-player squad to the ICC Women's World Cup that is starting in India as well as Sri Lanka at the end of this month. She is supported by the experienced quartet of Chloe Traon, Marazan Kamp, Ayabonga Akaka, as well as Sine Lis. The group also will be strengthened by the inclusion of explosive batter Tamsin Brits, along with all-rounders Nadine de Klerk, Annika Bosch, Anna-Marie Drexen, as well as Nondumiso Shengase. Young all-rounder Mane Smith has been named as a travelling reserve, a role that she also performed during last year's ICC Women's T20 World Cup in the United Arab Emirates. Now, former captain as well as all-rounder Dane van Niekerk, who recently made herself available for international selection, has not been included in this squad. Well, Harambee Stars head coach Benny McCarthy was yesterday named the Coach of the Month for August, becoming the third foreign tactician to win the award for this year. The South African legend follows his compatriot Carlos Katwa of Cabra's Sugar RFC, who won in April, as well as Burundi's Etienne Negajedere of Kenya Police FC, who scooped the award in July. So McCarthy, the only South African to ever lift a UEFA Champions League trophy with Porto back in 2004, guided Harambee Stars to their first ever quarter-final appearance in a major competition in 38 years. Now, Kenya stand two-time champions Morocco 1-0 before beating 2016 winners, the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as Zambia by identical 1-0 score margins. They then played out to a 1-1 draw with Angola to top their group before making it into the quarterfinals of this year's tournament, where Morocco were eventual winners. On to tennis news now. South Africa will rely on a new-look national squad as they attempt to continue climbing the Davis Cup ladder when they face off with Morocco in a World Group 2 clash at the Groenkloof Tennis Club in the country's capital city, Pretoria, on the 13th and the 14th of September. Now, the six-member Renault South Africa team selected by captain Pietie Norville will be led by Chris van Wyk as well as Alec Bakely, who have both played 3 Davis Cup ties since 2023. There also is the 19-year-old Leo Matthijssen, who has been represented South Africa both in 2 ties in the international men's team competition. Let's hear from the captain, Norval, as he reflects on the team selected for this upcoming must-win Davis Cup tie against Morocco.
We are excited about this team. There's a few players that is not available. Our outstanding player for the last tie against Nigeria earlier in the year, Philip Henning, won't be available due to injury, as well as 1 or 2 other players that will not be able to make it. So this tie is obviously very important for South Africa, and myself, Pietie Norville, the Davis Cup, the Renault Davis Cup captain, as well as our team, we're very proud to be able to once again represent South Africa in this very important tie.
Well, it's an important tie. He further elaborates on the importance of this tie with the place in Group 1 in the world still available for both teams.
We can find a way to get through this tie. We're getting so much closer to World Group 1 in the Davis Cup, which becomes important for our country and what we can give back to our country. And yes, we will be playing the tie at Groenkloof in Pretoria, which we were hoping will be to our advantage, playing in the high altitude.
And finally, defending champion Aryna Sabalenka moved into the US Open semi-finals without playing after Marketa Vondrousova withdrew with a knee injury, setting up a repeat of last year's final against Jessica Pegula of the USA. Now, the world number 1 Sabalenka was set to play unseeded Czech Vondrousova on Tuesday night in New York, but the 2023 Wimbledon champion, whose career has been decimated by injuries, pulled out less than 2 hours before, where they were due to take to the court due to an injury. Well, that concludes your sports news this afternoon. On the upside, for any sports stories you'd like to share with us, send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. I do return in the next hour with a final sports update for the afternoon. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosibudi Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
Parlez-vous couramment le français? Êtes-vous passionné par la radio? Et êtes-vous qualifié pour travailler en Afrique du Sud? Envoyez-nous votre CV et vos 3 minutes démo en MP3 à @channelafrica.co.za pour avoir une chance de rejoindre la famille Channel Africa. Si vous n'avez pas de réponse après 14 jours, cela signifie que vous n'avez pas été retenu. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
36 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time. Let's get the final business news now with Chanduko Likeke.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Good afternoon. Starting in West Africa, Nigeria's production sharing contract with Total Energies is first guided by a new law designed to boost the OPEC members' gas production, will serve as a template for future deals. The country's Petroleum Industry Act, adopted in 2021, recognized the distinct economics of oil and gas exploration and production and was followed by government incentives such as tax credits and investment allowances for gas-only developments. The deal, agreed by the French energy major and its local partner on the 1st of September, covers oil and gas prospecting licenses awarded last year for about 2,000 square kilometers in the Niger Delta Basin. Ghana's inflation rate fell for an 8th straight month to the lowest level in almost 4 years, supporting the argument for a further reduction in borrowing costs. Annual inflation slowed to 11.5% in August from 12.1% in the previous month. Government statistician Al-Hassan Idrissi told reporters in the capital Accra that prices fell 1.3% in the month. African Energy Chamber Executive Chairperson NJ Ayuk has called on the Angolan government to strengthen its position as a leading energy supplier in Southern Africa and beyond. Speaking at the 6th edition of the Angola Oil and Gas Conference underway in Luanda, Ayuk highlighted the country's energy reforms and their role in shaping the future of its oil and gas sector.
50 years of resilience, 50 years of a nation that fought through its independence, but 50 years of a nation that came together to continue forging ahead. But 50 years, more than 50 years, but with those 50 years, an oil and gas industry that stood up through turbulent times, stood up when nobody believed it could, stood up when people gave up on the country.
South Africa's Aspen Pharmacare made a full-year loss after tax of $63 million, citing the impact of a material contractual manufacturing dispute and asset impairments of $231 million. The loss in the year ended on the 30th of June compared to a profit after tax of almost $248 million the previous year. Group revenue edged 1% higher. According to Aspen, the dispute, the details of which are subject to contractual confidentiality, relates to a manufacturing and technology agreement with a contract manufacturing customer for mRNA products. The South African National Treasury has reported significant progress in its smart meter rollout, with 67,000 smart meters already installed across 18 municipalities during the last financial year. The project is part of a $113 million government initiative distributed over 3 years to help municipalities with high Eskom debt. The aim of installing smart meters is to improve revenue collection, reduce electricity losses, and give consumers real-time data on their usage. The National Treasury is looking to bring more municipalities on board. Director of Local Government at the National Treasury, Sadesh Ramjathan.
The two municipalities that we went into detail is Saltplaiki and Bela Bela, and we could see that the installation of the smart meter in these spaces have helped these municipalities with payment to Eskom.
$1 in Nigeria is trading at 1,000 Naira 530. In Botswana, 13 Pula 30. Kenya, the dollar is at 128 shilling 45. Zambia, 65. BRICS countries, $1 in Brazil is at 5 real 45. Russia, 80 rubles 53. India, 88 rupee 55. China, 70 yuan 14. South Africa, 17 rand 67 cents. $1 is 74 pence to the British pound, 85 to the euro. Taking a look at commodities, gold is at $3,546, platinum at $1,403 per ounce. The price of Brent crude oil, $67.84 a barrel. For any business stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za, or you can call us on +27 11714 4459. For Channel Africa Business, I am Chanduko Ligege.
Business News on Channel Africa. The African Perspective. Africa in Business on Channel Africa.
The United States was very vocal at the beginning of South Africa's G20 presidency, and this is largely due to strained relations with South Africa at the time, that they were not really keen on participating. Where do they stand right now?
The US is planning to take over the presidency of the G20 next year, and our understanding from them is that they intend to continue to do so, and therefore it is quite difficult then to be in a situation where you are not attending deputies' meetings or discussions during our presidency and then to take over the presidency next year. From a finance track perspective, there has been engagement. We've been working on a communique last week and this week here in Zimbabwe. What's important about that is that it's a consensus document, and so all the members in the room have to agree to the language that is used there, and our US colleagues have been part of those discussions and negotiations.
Bringing the African markets into your home. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective.
I know what I saw when no one was watching. I know what you said when no one was around. I know how you felt when you thought you were alone. You are who you say you are. I know what I saw when no one was watching. I know what you said when no one was around. I know how you felt when you thought you were alone. You are who you say you are. It's who you are in the dark. Who you are. You smile long after the crowd is faded. You laugh at the moments you've been proven wrong. You wait for the right words when your heartbeat is racing. I know who they say you are. But it's who you are in the dark. Who you are. Your reflection never tells a single contradiction. Your words never fall behind their intention, 'cause of who you are. Because of who you are. You are who you say you are.
Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802.
So many lies, but girl, you're the truth. And I'm so proud to call you my boo. I stick with you just like a tattoo. Forbidden love like it's taboo. Don't care what anybody might do. We put the haters in a review. My eyes have seen her. So many shit on the street, and I've been through places you've never been. I know be small picking. I don't chop breakfast, lunch, and chop dinner. My heart is cold like the winter, but you want me up, Angelina. So I give unto Caesar what is Caesar. Girl, you like my work, and it's giving love. You can have it all. I put nothing above you. You know I put nothing above you. So many love, but girl, you're the truth. Girl, you're the truth, and I'm so proud to call you my boo. Stand by you. I will stand by you. I thought I told you I really love you, and I don't care who hide you. It's such a nice view. It's just me and you. You make the sky blue, the moon no pay you. Hello, hello, share you the hear you. It's weather for two, do me gently. Wachakama ferawa, wachakama ferawa. Oh, my eyes have seen her. So many shit on the street, and I've been through places you've never been. I know be small picking. I don't chop breakfast, lunch, and chop dinner. My heart is cold like the winter, but you want me up, Angelina. So I give unto Caesar what is Caesar. Girl, you like my work, and it's giving love. You can have it all. I put nothing above you. You know I put nothing above you. So many love, but girl, you're the truth. Girl, you're the truth, and I'm so proud to call you my boo.
Stand By Me, Palace coming through. Before that, Queen of Everything, Alicia Olatuja. What are you doing checking if I said the right thing?
You said what? Upelezi?
Pillars. What is
Feels.
it? Feels. Oh my God. As I hang my head in shame.
Feels with a Z. Upelezi.
I said pillars. Okay, feels gay. Aish, stand by you. Now the whole studio is laughing at me. Listen, I know Alicia Olatuja. That should help, doesn't it? With her wonderful piece of music coming through. In the Dark is the title of the song.
Absolutely. Ooh, it's 10 minutes before 4 p.m. Central African time. Don't go anywhere. More pillars coming up next.
This Heritage Month, we honor the beauty of our differences and the strength of our cultures. Listen to Channel Africa on satellite channel PAS 10. Africa in Business on Channel Africa.
The United States was very vocal at the beginning of South Africa's G20 presidency, and this is largely due to strained relations with South Africa at the time, that they were not really keen on participating. Where do they stand right now?
The U.S. is planning to take over the presidency of the G20 next year, and our understanding from them is that they intend to continue to do so, and therefore it is quite difficult then to be in a situation where you are not attending deputies' meetings or discussions during our presidency and then to take over the presidency next year. From a finance track perspective, there has been engagement. We've been working on a communique last week and this week here in Zimbabwe. What's important about that is that it's a consensus document. And so all the members in the room have to agree to the language that is used there. And our US colleagues have been part of those discussions and negotiations.
Bringing the African markets into your home. Channel Africa, the African perspective. This is The Upside for the best African vibes, groundbreaking content.
kuvirwa nemurume andwa zvino namoyo wekushinga usaore moyo kanderea mwari anewe usaore moyo kanderea mwari anewe mwari anewe kanderea mwari anewe kutsaura vanodanana usaore moyo kanderea mwari anewe usaore moyo kanderea mwari anewe shinga moyo shinga mwari anewe.
PM Central African time. Let me try this mic. 5 minutes before 4 p.m. Central African time. Neria, the late great Oliver Mtukudzi. I'm convinced that we need to start recording our loved ones. Have them send you voice notes. Capture their emotions, their state of being. Because not all of them can sing. Like Oliver, who's left us with this. But maybe they can speak to you, speak life to you. Maybe it's poetry.
And they're
maybe
storytellers.
Storytellers.
Also, yeah.
We must record that.
Praise singers.
Praise singers. We must
I
record
like
that.
that idea.
We must record that.
That's actually, it's a must. It's actually not an option. It's actually a must.
That can live
we
forever.
have to do it, yeah.
That can live forever. It can live on a cloud somewhere forever. And I just love that idea. I've set a challenge to every single show on Channel Africa, all the language services, all the show, all of them. I said, let's have an international shorts day on Friday. Friday is the what? The 5th of September.
Correct, yes.
Let's celebrate spring. Let's wear shorts. And including management.
I can wear shorts.
Including management. And you can wear shorts. I know you can wear
just
shorts.
leave the managers alone.
Including management. I think it'll be very cool to see everyone wearing their shorts on the day. Can you imagine rise and shine in the morning with Peter and Asanda?
We actually
Baby
make
shorts.
it a channel thing.
But that's what I'm saying.
For all the Channel Africans.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm putting it out there. Let's see who accepts the challenge. And we'll find out on Friday. And take pictures during your shows. Take pictures. Show us
let's post them.
And post them on social media so we can just see your lovely shorts.
National Channel Africans Shorts Day.
International. International. We are international. Absolutely. We are international. But what a fun show we've had today. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. On the upside, we're going to hand over now to the Queen of Africa in business, Tami Ngubeni. She'll be taking over from 4 p.m. Central African time. But great conversations that we had today, including walking in the safari, drinking wine. That was a standout for me. And then we had the Ultimate Braai Festival 2025, which will be taking place this year. No, not this year. The first weekend of October.
Yes. Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. And it's actually happening in the place called Fire and Wine. It's in Zwivelpoort.
Yes, when? Swivelpoort. What?
No. Did I say swivel?
No, I'm guessing that's what you want to say because I forgot what it's going to be.
It's in Fire and Wine venue in Zwivelpoort, Pretoria. Okay. So from that first weekend of October, it's going to be a whole festival. There'll be music, there'll be comedians, there'll be bridesmaids there, and you get to watch the Springboks taking on Argentina. It's going to be a whole festival. And then our final conversation about acupuncture with Dr. Jason. He's converted me. He has converted me.
So we're going to try this.
Yeah,
we're going to try it.
I think we have to document it. We have to take a video.
Of course we're going to
post it on the socials so that everyone can see that we have done acupuncture. Acupuncture. It's now 4 p.m. Central African time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in from the Upsiders. Let's do this again tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's get the latest news now with Matapelo Mahape. Goodbye.
Bye.
SABC News. The African Perspective.